Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Dormammu, don't kill me yet, I've come to bargain. Yeah, heyo Dormammu, I've come to bargain again. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome to Caesar's Reactions. My name is Caesar, of me, and guys, do not get fooled. Even though I have a Batman v Superman t-shirt, we are going to do a Doctor Strange movie review. I've just kind of run out of Marvel t-shirts, let's say. I mean, I only have like my Captain America shirt, and that is pretty much it. So I need to buy a couple of more of them. So I have to be prepared for anything that Stan Lee throws at me, and the Marvel Studio throws at me with movie reviews, trailers, maybe some short clips about the Marvel Universe. We'll see. But now, Doctor Strange. Well, I've seen the movie, unfortunately, only once. I was going to see it. I was going to see it another time, but I just didn't have the chance to go watch it. Unfortunately, I am doing this review. It's now Monday, and I'm going to see the Doctor Strange movie second time on Saturday, so it's like 1 week, kind of. And I also have to, just before we really jump into Doctor Strange, I want to say sorry guys for not uploading the Arrow and the Walking Dead videos yet. It's just my camera went out weirdly for a couple of days. Really weird. I was freaking out and getting angry and stuff, but now it is back. I can use it again, so we got that going on for us, which is nice. And both of the things I've just mentioned will be coming up on my channel just after this review. So now, Doctor Strange. I don't know where to start because attention everyone, this is a spoiler review. I forgot to mention it in the beginning, but spoilers everyone. So if you don't want spoilers on the movie, like get the fuck out of here. Or if you want spoilers even though you haven't seen the movie, stay. I will try to talk about the movie as much as I can. We'll see how long it takes. Now, we are jumping now fully into the Doctor Strange, but I'm gonna start off with the ending of the movie, with the two. Sorry if you've seen one, you've kind of fucked up because there were two post-credit scenes. One was Doctor Strange talking with Thor. For Thor really doesn't matter. Where Thor is skeptical about, Doctor Strange is skeptical about Thor, and Thor is kind of skeptical about Doctor Strange. They both know kind of about their powers, but Thor is just being introduced to magic. Even though he is kind of a god, he is really weirded out by this magic stuff. But after drinking his mug of beer and seeing it refill, I guess he grows fond. Really grows fond of Doctor Strange. I mean, who wouldn't? Now Thor talks about his brother Loki and Odin. Now this is let's say, no, fucked. Yeah, this is fucked up for me, because I'm just gonna get this mic a little closer. In in 4-2, Tor 2, 4-2. Let's skip it. Let's stay with 4. In 4-2, the Dark World. At the end, we see in the middle we see Loki dying, which he hasn't really, because he's alive. We see kind of Odin dying, and we see Odin being okay, Thor talking to Odin about not becoming a king and staying on Earth, and then Odin kind of has this weird image, and Loki comes up, and we see that he was portraying Odin this whole time while talking to Thor. And in the post-credit scenes, Thor is talking about finding Odin, and finding Loki, if I'm correct. Now, I've done a little bit of research on my own, bravo me, and the Marvel has announced that Odin is dead, like they killed him. Kaput. Not sure how to say it in other words. He is finished. At least that's what I read. And he wants to find him, and Loki, he's on the throne. You want to find him? Go back to Asgard. But you know, that's a weird family, so they have their problems. Doctor Strange having maybe even more than a cameo, playing in the Thor Ragnarok with Hulk. So we're gonna have in Thor Ragnarok 4, obviously, Hulk and Doctor Strange appearing. So it's gonna be amazing to see it. I just can't wait till it comes in the cinemas. Now, I think we're gonna skip now to the second part of post-credit scenes, which is Mordo. For you guys that were shocked that Mordo goes bad, I mean, come on, just look at his name. Mordo, Mordor, doesn't it like seem similar? Like Sam and Frodo, Mordor, doesn't matter really. He just comes bad. I've again done a little bit of my research, and I have read that it's strange, Doctor Strange. More puns. It is a little bit strange, but of course it is the Marvel Universe. In the comics, Mordo is an apprentice of Caecilius, and Caecilius is, I think, alive, and Mordo has turned bad, but still like learning from him. Like Caecilius turned Mordo into a villain. We see Mordo stealing. I'm not sure if he stole like the ability he had right now on him, on the guy with his being, the paralyzed guy, or did he steal his ability to create magic, which is a lot more complex. But Mordo says he has been out for months of Karmatar, something like that. Correct me in the comments, please, guys. He's been researching for months. He's been gone for months, and now he's back, probably with new techniques, a lot more wisdom, maybe, and a lot more knowledge. That's for sure. And he might be, but that's just a wild theory. He might be teaming up with Thanos, again, like with a four-name shit, really doesn't matter. I'm just getting confused by it more and more. The main villain of Infinity Wars, I am gonna talk about him more, but that is later, when I will talk about the Infinity Stones again later. Now, I've being in the movie, it was hard for me to like write things down. So after I got out of the cinema, I started writing things down, but of course not in the chronological way. The way they came up in the movie. So I'm I have like my first point. Carl Rowling Strange's hand snapping, brutal, and then my second point is Dormammu. So I've got it really like messed up, but I hope you guys squeaking chair, hate it. Uh, I've got it messed up, but I hope you guys don't mind and you kind of keep up with what's going on. Okay, so first things first. Carl, when Doctor Strange is really cocky, kind of like Iron Man, Tony Stark himself in Iron Man film movie number 1, when he hasn't been yet kidnapped. He's really like childish, doesn't want to do that, doesn't want to do that. He is like a little bit hated as a character in the beginning, but after his trauma with the kidnapping and the heart stuff, we grow fond of him. Now in here, Doctor Strange is also cocky. He's cocky in picking patients. He's cocky in watches, galas, events, everything. He even that is after the accident. He pushes away his girlfriend, which is played by Rachel McAdams. Just wrote it down a couple of minutes ago. A great role. It was kind of not enough for me of her. I wanted to see a little bit more of her, because I don't remember. I really don't know actually who she plays, but I've heard someone talking about her that she in the Marvel universe is plays with some other character than Doctor Strange, and is great. Well, that wasn't really much about her, but okay. Now this is kind of an Easter egg. I will talk about if it's true or not after I say it. I tend to like go after things even when I haven't said them yet. When Strange, just before the accident, he hears about a patient that is kind of paralyzed, or maybe not paralyzed, but he's been hurt, and he's been in this weird suit of armor. Now, a lot of you, if you even saw that, if you even remember that, and there might be a couple of you guys that do, you might think that is Colonel Rhodes from Civil War, which means that the events are taking place after Civil War, which is great because now we finally know when the Doctor Strange is placed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which really gives us a lot. Before I again jump to into the timeline, no, sorry to disappoint you guys, but the director, his name is Scott Derrickson. He said that no, that is not Colonel Rhodes, so it was like a mini Easter egg, but it hasn't become true. Now, just after that, the accident that turns Strange into what he is right now, which is Mr. Doctor. The CGI in this scene was perfect. The rolling car, great. In one moment, you see Strange's hands are kind of cracking, um, and it's really brutal. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. So they've made a amazing job with portraying that scene. Now, next thing, Doctor Strange being okay, done that, been there. Perfect knowledge of music and a photographic memory. I'm not sure that is the term you use, photographic memory. But that is how Doctor Strange kind of works with his knowledge. You know, when he gets to Kamar-Taj, or whatever the name's called, he learns and learns and learns, and he actually remembers it. And even when he probably knocks himself unconscious with the amount of knowledge he gained, he turns into his astral form, you know, his ghost form, and still learns. We see how many books he takes from Wong, you know, stealing the books while he's listening to Beyonce, which he has been introduced just a little bit before that and had no idea who she is. By the way, another pun, Benedict Wong plays Wong, so I guess they haven't made a Wong job. Oh, kill me, guys. Back to the topic. Watch the crashed watch. It's really nice that he kind of keeps a memory of his previous life, because we all know that once you become well, it's like with the Sturm on 9gag. Once you go black, you never go back. Once you become a superhero, you just don't go back. You can't go back to your previous life, and that's just Doctor Strange's reminder of his previous life. The watch, it was given to him by Rachel McAdams, his girlfriend, I think. Not sure. But it's, you know, it's just a nice touch to everything. Now, CGI effects and the comic book. The comic book is done in a marvelous way. You have those weird, let's call it that, weird, you know, dimensions going up and down, everything left and right. It's really hard to draw it, but the guy that illustrates Doctor Strange really just does a great job. And they probably didn't do a Doctor Strange movie so long because they haven't had the right technology for it. There was a Doctor Strange movie about to be made in, I think, 1989, but something happened with the production. I'm not sure why. It just didn't say in the internet, but you know, it just didn't happen. I'm kind of glad it didn't happen then, because we could have it now. Now, jumping a little bit to Ant-Man in 2015, I think we get introduced into, you know, the dimensions. He gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, it does say that he goes through dimensions. So this might be a little Easter egg, or just my theory, that this is the moment we get introduced to Doctor Strange movie. Like in our heads we think, oh, a Doctor Strange movie might come out, because I'm not sure if it was announced back when Ant-Man was having a premiere in the cinemas. Another Easter egg, when the Sanctum in New York was kind of turning, like it was going like this way, not sure how to call it, then uh, changing his form when the Ancient One and Caecilius and everyone was fighting. You see the Avengers, official tower, their head base of Tony Stark, kind of go with the flow. So it's really a nice touch to everything. Now we have Doctor Strange learning from the Ancient One that he isn't like a random passenger in the Camartage. The Ancient One tells Stephen that he has been, I think, not really remember it correctly, but I think she said that he was made for magic from the day he was born. So that's like a destiny job, I guess. And the Ancient One might have like looked at Strange's whole life, because she probably could. Now Caecilius, great villain. I think he was a little bit like I'm not sure if like you will understand, but let's call it under-mentioned, under-announced. Not really sure. Okay, I'll explain it to you guys what I mean. He didn't have enough time. They didn't give him enough time to explain why he's doing this. Yeah, he said that he's trying to contact Dormammu, that he thinks this world is something's wrong with this world, that Dormammu will give him more power and stuff, but what were his motives in the beginning? Why did he change that way? How did he gain all those people, all those followers, like on Twitter, following him and trying to even fight with him against the Ancient One, which has hundreds of years of experience and still lost against Caecilius. And Doctor Strange, no, he didn't really win because Dormammu killed him. I said it was a full-on spoiler review. Dormammu kills Caecilius. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping here. Let's just talk a little bit more about the Ancient One. She has hundreds of years of experience. She's been taking power from the Dark Realm, and that's why Mordo kind of turns against the whole sanctuaries, free sanctuaries around the world stuff and protecting the world. He turns against it, and it's not killing, but taking a power from a paralyzed guy that made him walk again is brutal and is kind of like killing him in his mind. Fucked up, as I said. Now the sanctums. We have the Hong Kong sanctum being guarded by a lot of Chinese people. Okay, well, there are a lot of Chinese people in Hong Kong. If Asian, let's call them Asian for the time being. But the sanctum in London is being guarded by one person. Like, come on. One? Really? We have Caecilius, the biggest villain, the main villain of this story, attacking with a couple of his students, and like kind of really annihilating, because the Guardian in the London Sanctuary, he was okay, he was cool with the fighting and stuff, but he was just so much not prepared for all this stuff happening. I'm not sure if I said this previously, but Doctor Strange happens 1 year after Civil War. Okay, next thing. Consequence of using Time Stone equals Infinity Wars. What I mean here is Wong, a great guy, says that even though he's been kind of revived, over time has gone back, he says that using the Time Stone has consequences. And those consequences may be big, maybe small, but they are here. And like backing the time that much in the fight against Caecilius in Hong Kong, does this kind of like is the Infinity Wars that are coming up, are they the consequence of Strange using that Infinity Stone? I'm not sure, but this is very much possible. I'm not so much of an expert, so I guess I'll have to research more about this, about fan theories, and on other React channels. One of the best things here is Strange Stephen fighting against Caecilius in Hong Kong, while everything is going back in time. Like when I saw this scene, like my head exploded really from all this stuff happening. I don't know how about you guys, but Doctor Strange, even though it's like a big small movie, not really a lot of people know about Doctor Strange. No, they go like, oh yeah, Iron Man, oh yeah, Hulk, oh yeah, Thor, Captain America, in the DC universe, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. But Doctor Strange being a big small movie, it is for me one of the best movies in this decade. As a comic book movie. Back to Dormammu, I will not talk about him because I know shit about him. I really don't know anything that other than there are two beings, Dormammu being one versus the other one, don't remember his name, that kind of try to destroy the world, and by the world I mean Earth and everyone on Earth. Not sure why Earth is being... Oh, okay, I do know why Earth is being targeted, kind of, but we'll skip to it just after that. How many times has Doctor Strange been killed? I mean, we've seen like, not sure, up to 10, that's for sure. Like between 5 and 10 times we've seen Doctor Strange being killed. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. But like, was this all? What if, because you know Dormammu is a higher being, and he probably wouldn't get furious after 7 times killing Strange. What if Dormammu killed him like 700 times or 7,000 times, and we just saw those 7 times Strange being killed? So that's why Strange has really like, he's like, yeah, okay, come on, Dormammu, come to bargain, blah blah, kill me again, stuff. Stan Lee's cameo, not gonna talk about it a lot. Stan Lee's great, and he deserves much more than a cameo in the Marvel movies. Hope they do something big, like a major cameo in the Infinity Wars. While Doctor Strange is like falling onto the bus where Stanley is. Stanley is reading, if I remember correctly, a book about the laws of physics. So, Doctor Strange laws of physics, they don't really apply here with all the dimensions, or maybe they do. I'm not really a super physician yet, so again, correct me guys in the comments. And just like maybe 2 or 3 more things I've got here. Just looking at my list. Mirror World, that's one thing. Okay guys, I think I've got like 5 or 6 things here, starting with at the top one, new Marvel logo. Not gonna talk about like how long can I talk about it, just a couple of words. I hope they use it for a longer time being, because the last one is great, but this one is even better, and they should even use it in the TV series they have, like the upcoming Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, and stuff. Next thing. Ancient One, yeah, hundreds of years of experience the Ancient One had, but she didn't really use the Eye of Agamotto. And yeah, okay, Strange is like a chosen one, but yeah, let's call him like a chosen one because he's great, and he really like fit into that role of the protector of Earth. But why didn't the Ancient One use the Eye of Agamotto against Caecilius? Of course, we can't say she wasn't unexperienced. She was, maybe, or is it the stuff she talks about at the end that she didn't want to use it anymore to have like bad consequences on the world? She just wanted to pass it on to Strange and like let go of it, try to not use it anymore. Well, okay, that's I am really jealous of channels that have a couple of people in the channel, like they can talk, like they have 3 people on the channel and they all talk about the same thing, they talk to each other. Being alone here on this channel, I have a major disadvantage with talking about everything to you guys, but I hope I'm not boring you that much with my review. Next thing, Mads Mikkelsen, not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, he is playing Caecilius, for those of you guys that don't know. He is a fan of Bruce Lee, he said that on some Comic-Con this year, and he kind of tried to put the Bruce Lee fighting style, Bruce Lee's techniques, stuff from Bruce Lee into his character. I don't really see any resemblance. Sorry if you're watching this, Mads Mikkelsen, I'm sure you're not watching this, but still sorry. I don't see any resemblance between Caecilius and Bruce Lee, like none. Next thing, and those are 3 last things. The artifacts choose their master. This is, let's call it, which has no sense, but it is kind of a resemblance overall to the Harry Potter world, where the wands choose their wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? I'm a wizard. The wands choose their wizards, and that is it. Next thing, I'm just trying to get on because I've been talking for a long time and I haven't really drunk anything. Just give me a second, guys. I will try to cut this movie review as not much as possible. Not sure if I said it right. And I will try to make it as a whole as long as I can, because I know you guys kind of sometimes get fed up with the cuts I make. Okay, two more things. Mirror World. How much can you do in the Mirror World? How long can you use it for? Couldn't they fight from the beginning in the Mirror World? Can't they like have the Infinity Wars in the Mirror World and not getting anyone hurt? Again, more research that I have to do about this, I guess. Last thing, but this is a big one. Maybe I should have started with it, doesn't matter. Infinity Stones. We have the Eye of Agamotto introduced, which is the time stone, which is the time stone being introduced in this movie. I got lost. We have time stone being introduced in this movie. This is one of the Infinity Stones. There are 6. We've got the first Infinity Stone, Tesseract. You know, all of the Infinity Stones were named like the first character of each Infinity Stone gives us Thanos. We've got Thanos. The T is for Tesseract, which is the Space Stone, and Heimdall has it. The H is for Soul Stone, which hasn't been introduced, and I have no idea when it will be introduced. We know nothing about it. We have Aether, the Reality Stone, which the Collector has it. Not sure how. Wasn't he like killed in Guardians of the Galaxy? Whatever. They probably figured it out in the Marvel Studios. We have this Time Stone, the N, Eye of Agamotto. Eye of Agamotto, and okay. It just stands for N. Doctor Strange has it. We got the Power Stone from Guardians of the Galaxy in the Orb. Oh, Nova Corps has it because Star-Lord, I was going to say Time Lord, not sure why, the Star-Lord gave it away with the other Guardians to the Nova Corps, which is humble and maybe not that dumb, because now Thanos won't be like trying to kill Star-Lord directly. And we've got one last one, which belongs to Vision and resides in his forehead. It is the Mind Stone from the Cypher, you know, from the thing that Loki had to that sharp thing that he went like that and it changed people into bad people. You probably remember. And all of them together combined gives us put into the Infinity Gauntlet, which Thanos has on his hand, on him, on his chair, turning around in the post-credit scenes in one of the movies, don't remember which one, probably Guardians of the Galaxy. And all of them combined gives Thanos so much power that I don't know how much power, because I know nothing about Thanos. If you know something about him that like doesn't matter, a major spoiler or a fact, write it down in the comments below, because I would love to hear more about him. But no, I don't know much more about Thanos. So I guess after all those things coming out, I really thought this movie review is gonna take me about 10 minutes maximum, because I didn't really have that much to say at the beginning. But after talking and talking and talking, it right now it is 47 minutes, in like 3 2 1, yeah, 47 minutes. I will try to cut it into like 40 minutes maximum, and I hoped you guys enjoyed the movie just as much as I did, and will not rest after just once seeing it. You will see it twice. Like, I watched Batman v Superman 4 times in the cinema, and I've got the again, squeaking chair. I don't even have like a Blu-ray. I have it in my PS3, but I've got the Ultimate Edition. Bought it in May, just when it came out. It is still unpacked. I will do a movie review about, Ultimate Edition came out in May. The Batman v Superman came out in March, but I'm gonna do a movie review about it in December, when the Suicide Squad movie extended cut Ultimate version edition comes out. So I will be doing two, like one after the other. I hope so. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed the movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed the movie just as much as I did, maybe even more. Probably not less, let's hope so. And as always, over me, and see you guys next time.